So everything's unboxed now. How hard can it be, right? Hey everybody, Camper Van Kevin here. How are y'all doing today? Me? I'm doing pretty good.
Freeze, cut.
Wait a minute.
Stop the presses.
Morning, Felix.
Warning.
Freeze what?
Freeze. That hat that flower pot hat you're wearing, it's driving me nuts.
What's wrong with my flower pot hat? Foxy lady, please. Baby, we're making a video.
She's complaining too. She doesn't like it.
Does it like?
Yeah, I know. I'm letting her know. Okay. That flower pot hat
it's sexy, isn't it?
Wait, what's the emoji for? If anybody has an emoji for, put it on his comment. I don't know. That hat is kind of like feminine, maybe a little bit.
Well, skin cancer doesn't care, you know.
Well, you know, but skin cancer doesn't have a color. This is like a pinkish color there, and
that's mauve. I don't think it's pink.
The shoestring thing, whatever.
The what string?
The shoestring. I don't know. It's just. If I had a gun, if I would have owned a gun, I probably would have shot you.
Oh.
Yeah. Trespassing.
So what you got?
So I bought you a manly hat.
You did?
Yeah. I searched Quartzsite. I crossed the desert.
Far and wide. Did you run that thing out? Did you run that battery out of juice?
Almost. I fell and then I crossed the desert. I did what I had to do, and I got you. They call this the Quartzsite hat.
Quartzsite hat.
The Quartzsite hat.
Well, let's see here. It's pretty close to the. Well, no, we don't want to infect it, do we? I was gonna put this on top. You know, it's not. It's big, but it's pretty darn. It's a lot better looking hat.
See, because my analysis is when the holes are down here it's for girls, and the holes are up here are for guys.
Well, I didn't know that.
Well, that's my analysis.
I don't know these things. Well, I can't thank you enough.
I'll burn this one.
Well, I may have company coming, and they may need a hat that big.
Oh, you could use it as a frisbee or something. So here's your hat.
Oh man, thank you. Oh, it's like a leather band on there too. Let's go over here in the shade. I like it. I'll put it on here. So now, like, if it's not windy, you put the strap to the back of your head, right?
I believe so.
And then when it's windy, you put it to the front, so it doesn't blow away. All right, here we go. How'd you know my hat size?
Because I got some of the big heads.
My head's that big?
Yeah, keep it PG. Keep it PG now.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it. Thank you, my friend.
Now I can sleep in peace.
You didn't.
Because
you didn't want me seen. You didn't want me seen out.
Well,
he was afraid I was going to wear it into town. Well, and people know we're friends.
You run. You got your bike, which is not manly, and then that hat. It just.
My bike's not. My e-bike is very manly. It does have the step through.
Oh, okay. So you can match the bike. if you want to ride mine, and you know,
Now it matches the bike.
Black Beauty, and
That's the name, Black Beauty.
yeah.
Well, I kind of still like my step through.
Okay.
All right. Well, I appreciate your kindness and thinking about me, and I think you're just ashamed we were going to go to town and I was going to wear the hat.
I was going to move a different site, and I said, well, you know, let's
maybe we
conserve
can
our friendship.
Maybe we can work this out. We worked it out.
Now I could rest in peace.
It stay here.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right. Woo! Now this is a good-looking hat. Howdy, ma'am. How y'all doing today? Well, hello, little lady. I can't do John Wayne. I like John Wayne and Clint Eastwood growing up, you know. Manly men. Fun to watch. Check it out. I'm styling and profiling. So after 5 minutes of hat talk, what are we doing today? It's not a long story. I'm putting another solar panel on top of the RV. Let's go up and take a look at something. Ma'am, do they make doggy hats like that? Would you want one, Tuck? Yeah, man, it looks good. Martini, you like my hat? I like it, Daddy. You look like one of them Western stars on the big screen. Thank you, baby. Let's see here. Let me get up here on top of my roof and show you what I got going on. I can tell you a little bit from here. My solar charge controller was too small to power this big panel, so it would cut off. You babies, go back home. Get back. Shoes. Go home. Go home. Go home. It was too small to power it. And anyway, I hooked it up to the other controller, which has enough power to power it. It's a long story, but it's working. This side panel's working now. But let's get up here on the roof. So I've got these three 385 watt solar panels on one charge controller. Look how dirty they are. And I got these three solar panels on the other charge controller. But the charge controller that I originally had to power this side panel, well, it's just sitting there on the board doing nothing. So I was like, well, it's already on the board. Might as well do something with it, right? Right? So I'm really, truly just about out of real estate up here. But I do have this itty bitty spot right here from this solar panel to the air conditioner to that solar panel to the edge. And I measured, I had somewhere between like 26 inches by 5 feet that I could make something work. But long story short, I've already got these wires here that were hooked up there. I'm going to put more power up here. That's what I'm going to do. So Bouge RV contacted me. Bouge, I'll spell it and I'll put it right here. Bouge RV. They sent me an email and it's like, are there any products that you might be interested in trying on your RV? Maybe do a I don't know, test them, try them out on your channel. I'm like, well, that's coincidence because I was just fixing to buy a panel. So they sent me one of their, I got to check, but it's either 180 watt or 185 watt monocrystalline panel. And they sent me a 10-foot jumper wire, and they sent me a tilt mount. Now, none of these panels tilt. Kind of wish they did, but none of them do. I've never installed a tilt mount tilt mount before, but I'm going to today, and I'm going to try out their panel and see how it works. So if you're not doing nothing else, follow along. Let's see how this works out. I'll stop this sooner than later, but I can't help it. Oh yeah, they also sent me some links to where you can get discounts off their products. So if this panel works out good, everything's good, maybe you could support their channel for supporting me. Their company for supporting my channel. All right, let's get busy. Now I kind of screwed up the other day and didn't know it. Changing all this wiring around. Now, my inverter charger, it doesn't charge my house batteries, which I didn't think it was a big deal. I just was going to let them sit in there and not use them. However, the house batteries start my generator right here. See the exhaust? Not the new 6 beautiful, big blue, beautiful Battleborn batteries. So right now, I'm using my my portable solar panel to keep it charged. So I'm giving it some juice today. I got two interstate batteries, wet batteries, that this is taken care of now. Oh yeah, before I forget, so those 3 panels are on one inverter, and they're bringing in X amount of power. These 3 panels are on another, not inverter, charge controller. These 3 panels are on their separate charge controller. And I thought, this panel isn't tilted, you see, but I thought this panel right here, since it's facing due south, would be producing more power than it does. There's the sun there. But as we go further in the year, I'm pointing toward Yuma, that sun's gonna come down further. It'll pass lower. And hopefully this panel will become more efficient. If it doesn't, I'm gonna have to work out a tilt system for it. But this new 200 watt, this new 180 watt panel, it'll be tilted for sure. So the other day, everybody was asking me, Kevin, when I went to the mailbox, when I went to BCM Mail, and this box here was sitting crossways with all my mail, you know, what is it? Well, it's the solar panel tilt kit. Tilt kit. Say that fast 5 times. But you know what? I'm going to show you the picture of it, and it fell down in the box. There we go. So I got to put this together today and figure out how it mounts on top of the RV. And here's the Bouge RV solar panel. So I guess first things first, let's get this thing out of the box. Seems to be well packed. Okay, got it out of the box. Let's see here. It's a 180 watt panel, maximum voltage 19.54. Blah, 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 blah. I believe this, yeah, it is a monocrystalline. It's a monocrystalline solar panel. Bouge RV. Now I thought before I put this tilt mount together, I come up here and make sure the solar panel actually does fit and that my measuring tape wasn't lying to me. So there it is laying down. Yeah. And I still got enough room to put my ladder and access here and here to get up here and service things. Well, I got the panel back down off the roof. You don't miss nothing, do you? I've never put one of these together, but if it's got instructions, I got some tools. How hard can it be, right? Famous last words. I took my Quartzsite hat off because I'm sitting in the shade. If you park your rig, like I'm using the driver's side of my rig, okay? I parked it due south. I got my compass out. So the front of my RV is pointed due, what, west? Right. That gives me shade on this side of the RV most of the day. No need to open up. Where's my hand at? No need to, I can't find my hand. No need to open up the awning. These companies out here that replace awnings and awning arms and all that, they do a good business. The wind to come up out here in just a second and rip them off. Tear up, bend the arms, rip the fabric. I don't care how good you got it secured. Use your RV for shade, not your awning. At least out west, best I can tell. I do believe I'm going to read the instructions on this one. Let me get back with you. Okay, got the support brace on, the mount. Get up there and mark it. Put these screws in. Let's see if I can find me some putty tape before I put them in. Okay, I got it setting up here now. I'm going to put in a couple screws. I don't have any butyl tape, but so I can finish this video, I am going to go ahead and just put the screws in. I'll put butyl tape after I go back to town. But let me get this attached. Okay, the panel's on. I had a little damage in shipping, just like that when it came in. If I'd have seen it, I'd have just turned the panel around. It's really not too late, so I guess if it bothers me, I will. Almost ready to hook up the wiring. Okay, that tilt mount's installed. Do I have the right angle? I don't know. And it's but it's around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Let me go in and see how many watts this thing's producing. Getting cluttered up in here. I got my toilet and my diesel heater. Let's see that this one's off. I cut these others off, and that way this will be the only one that's producing power. These two are Bluetooth. I've got one of these on order, this Bluetooth. This actually belongs to my friend Craig. Okay, well, I went and I reset the charge controller. I covered up the panel, disconnected the battery bank, flipped the breaker from the charge controller. Did that for about 2 or 3 minutes, cut everything back on, and I'm estimating I'm getting somewhere around 160 watts out of that panel. I'm not pointed perfectly toward it. That's pretty good out of 180, right? I'll go with that. Thank you very much, Bouge RV, for sending me the panel, the jumper cable, and the tilt mount. Down below in the description, they're running a special discount, everything. There's some links below. So if you're shopping for some solar stuff, or maybe Christmas, or for you, or one you care about, go down there and take a look. Okay, well, I'm gonna end this video right here. Where? Right here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Hey, we'll see you again soon, and you guys take care. And as always, I give God the glory for my life. Jesus Christ, He's my Savior. See you next time. Thank you, Bouge RV.